And hi everyone, welcome to Q&A live stream number 82. I'm here with Chris.
Yes, everybody, welcome to Q&A live stream 82. It's approximately 2:17 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today's a bittersweet day today. If you guys have seen my update video already, you'll have seen that I went over all kinds of precautions that you guys should be taking if you're going trick-or-treating, either during the day today or later on tonight. And also, there's going to be an interesting moon a little bit later on today, as well as a, what's it called? Yeah, there's going to be an interesting moon, and of course, daylight savings actually ends today. So everybody, except if you're in the state of Arizona, you're all setting your clocks back an hour. Any smart devices such as a laptop, watch, phone, iPad, or iPod, those clocks will automatically set back.
See, I told you people would be on for a live stream.
Hi, Mohammed Sonic Boom. Hello, Texas Elevators. How are you? So, yeah. So the important thing is, if you're going trick-or-treating, wear the mask, bring hand sanitizer, practice social distancing, take all the necessary precautions as possible.
Because we do not need another lockdown.
We definitely cannot afford another shutdown. Spring was bad enough already. That was a bad shutdown, but what's going on in Europe right now is scary. It's very scary, and that's why today I have announced a schedule change until further notice. So we're gonna have videos for the remainder of 2020 only on Saturdays. So hopefully, because of given the situation in Europe and increasing case numbers, I want to prepare for the worst. So it's good to start running the groundwork now for the worst. But prepare for the best, hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
True that.
So hopefully, yeah. Okay, that. I totally understand. I've officially retired from trick-or-treating. I retired last year, but last year I was living away at school. This year I officially just wanted to retire because I really have no need to go trick-or-treating no more.
Honestly, if anybody's going trick-or-treating, have a great time. I mean, we're just doing this stream because, well, we figured for people who are not going trick-or-treating and watch this channel, we need something to do.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Scott, how are you, man? So, but yeah, so so Halloween and the schedule, and of course the daylight savings thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if you guys have any more retail questions regarding different shopping malls and shopping areas. So again, if you guys want to put some questions in the chat, go ahead and do so. If there's any questions that I didn't answer the last stream, I'll definitely get to it within this stream in particular. So right now, looking at Sears layoffs, we don't have any update on that, except for the fact that we have learned that all Sears auto centers will be closing by the end of 2020. So Sears is completely getting out of the auto center division business, which makes sense.
Is that good or is
no?
That
that's bad. That's all thanks to Eddie Lampert selling the Die Hard battery brand for, I don't know, a big chunk of money. So Sears is getting out of the auto center division completely, and I think by next year the department stores will follow suit. So we'll get to the next topic of this live stream. So Lord & Taylor is at 50 to 70% off in their liquidation sales. Century 21 is 40 to 60% off. So those stores are getting more towards the end. I still have to get to the one in downtown Westfield. I'm looking at some point next week to go.
How many people we got?
Those videos will be up on the Saturdays starting in 2021. But yeah. Hi, John C. How are you? Hello, TC Scotch. How are you? Is Sears going out yet at Sunrise Mall? No, but I believe the auto center has officially closed at the mall. So I think it's only a matter of time before that Sears goes out.
So I have a question, Chris.
Yeah.
So is
you forgot?
How many people we have?
4.
All right, this is a good amount so far.
Yeah. I got a question. The fast one, I have no idea. All I know is that Sears is getting out of the auto center division right now. I got a question. When did Fortunoff go out of business? Fortunoff went out of business during the 2007 to 2008 recession. They are still in the backyard business though. But yeah, all their like Fortunoff regular furniture department stores have gone out of business. Wayne was knocked down and became a Costco. The one in Paramus was converted to a Bob's Discount Furniture, and the one in what's it called? The Fortunoff at the Mall, the Source, is still vacant, but it's becoming this new furniture company. For some reason, they're still keeping the Cheesecake Factory there, which is, I think, just a weird place for them to be. Personally, I think the Cheesecake Factory needs to say goodbye to the Source and needs to just move over to Roosevelt Field at this point.
Why? Cheesecake Factory is so good.
The problem. Yes, they're good, Ricky. The problem is they're at the wrong mall over there on Long Island. They need to say goodbye to the Source, and they just need to do a freestanding one out in the parking lot. As a matter of fact, they should probably really locate themselves next to Maggiano's in that parking lot of not Old Country Road, but that like back area near Long Island. So I went to Roosevelt Field an hour ago. Yeah, like I said, a big ticket store would have to close in order for me to go out there. Do I want to go out there? Yes.
Well, he doesn't want to go out there unless there's nothing good.
A big ticket department store would have to close in order for me to go.
Why? Wouldn't it be worth going just to,
No,
contact
then
subscribers?
it's a waste of time and money. I want to go when something's physically closing because it's my last chance to ever go in there. So I'd rather do it then. It makes it bitter. It makes the trip sentimental and bittersweet.
What do you mean it'd be your last chance?
The last chance to physically go into the actual building before it's closed forever. Yeah, that's why.
Makes sense.
What killed the mall at the Source? That's a very, very simple question. The gallery at Westbury Plaza. That is the Bloomingdale's outlet store, Saxaw Fifth. That's what killed, because the mall at the Source was like the outlet mall that was very much like Roosevelt Field. But then when that closed, when the store started moving over to the gallery Westbury Plaza, that was the beginning of the end for that mall. Usually Lord & Taylor in the city. I was already there in 2018, and when I went out, I didn't have a lot of time, and I really wanted to get to Manhasset a lot more. Is the second wave going to kill JCPenney like Lord & Taylor did? No, and I'll explain this. The thing is with Lord & Taylor had a much smaller store count. They weren't across the country. Also JCPenney was bought out by Brookfield and Simon. So there's no way that they're going to let JCPenney go because they know that JCPenney is a critical anchor in some of their shopping malls. So of course they're going to step in and save the store. So no, I do not see JCPenney going out of business. The reason why Lord & Taylor went out of business is because Lord & Taylor had a much smaller store count and they were already struggling prior to the pandemic. So the pandemic is what pretty much killed the iconic 194-year-old department store chain, unfortunately.
Yeah, but here's the thing, buddy, and you gotta remember this as well. You guys didn't expect what's it called to close, and it still closed anyway.
Which one?
The store you were just mentioning that closed. JCPenney's?
JCPenney, well, they're not closing right now. They're not all going out of business.
No, what store that you guys just mentioned that was closing?
Lord & Taylor?
Lord & Taylor. You guys did not expect Lord & Taylor to close, right? Now that Lord & Taylor is closed,
it's closing.
Maybe JCPenney will close as well.
No, because JCPenney has a bigger store presence. Lord & Taylor had a much smaller presence.
I don't know, but honestly, retail's kind of out of it now because of, online shopping.
That's part of it.
Retail's kind of gone, not to be rude.
That's part of it, but part of it is also the pandemic. The pandemic just unfortunately accelerated the process.
So what? All right, let's talk about this. If there was no pandemic, right? Let's just say the pandemic didn't happen.
COVID never escaped China.
Everything went fine. Do you think what's it called would still be open?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. They would probably be shutting off stores after the holidays. That's what would happen. It would be a much slower process. It's the pandemic accelerated that process. That's the difference.
All right. Whatever you say, buddy.
Okay,
How
hold
many
on.
people we got?
8.
All right. Yeah, this stream's totally worth doing.
Okay. All right. So let's go.
And since Chris don't do this, I will. If you have any friends that are into this stuff, make sure to tell them to subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the
better.
more we want to do this content. And
Exactly.
subscribe.
You keep saying you've got to document the Haynes at Quaker Bridge Mall. That store is going to close on December 1st, so do it before it closes on you. I already got the Quaker Bridge. The last one I have to get to is Westfield. I already got the Quaker Bridge, John Say. I went there last Friday.
Is it on your channel?
Yeah, but it's because of the way that the pandemic is right now. It's not going to be uploaded until a Saturday, I think, in November.
Why don't you just upload it now?
Because I already uploaded a video today, but because of the changes with the pandemic. Ricky, can you close the door?
It's fine. He's not going to do anything, and plus I can't just kick him out. And plus, maybe your subscribers would like to see a cutie dog. Say hi, Otis.
All right.
I'll shut the door if he wants to get out. He can get out. I'll get out, but
All right.
he just wants to hang out here for a few minutes, and I'll leave. All right, continue.
Okay. Why doesn't Brookfield and Simon buy Century 21? Pretty much like Lord and Taylor, they don't have a lot of their stores located in Brookfield or Simon Properties. So Simon Property Group isn't going to waste their time buying Century 21. Hi, Dylan to Jesus. Happy Halloween. There's a Kone escalator next to the food court. Yeah, there is. Plus, I was at Lord and Taylor in Garden City 2 years ago, and it's just a little bit farther away. And the elevator at downtown Westfield is just a little bit more worth it for me versus going to the Garden City store. If it was the other way around, of course, I would have went to the Garden City store while I was out there. What will happen if Macy's does not do the Thanksgiving Day parade anymore? That's definitely happening this year. I am 100% sure that's going to happen this year. That won't be canceled. I was dreaming that Saks Fifth Avenue opened in Roosevelt Field. It's unlikely at this point that they would do that unless Neiman Marcus canceled that.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
You keep saying these things are unlikely, but honestly, with how America's going right now, I wouldn't expect them to do something like that. Think about it. I mean, what is America's not done yet? And plus with election day coming up, it's kind of been, what's the word?
It's after, though. It's after the election. But I will say, this is not to take different political sides. Anybody who's over 18, make sure you vote. It's the most important. It's probably the most important election that you can vote in. That's all I'm going to leave it at is if you're over 18, make sure you vote. I don't typically make political statements like this. This isn't a political channel, but for whatever party you're voting for, make sure to vote because every vote matters in this election. This is a big, hotly contested presidential election. That's how I'm going to leave it as. No further discussions on that.
Yep. Vote now at 1-800. I shouldn't be promoting.
Yeah, no. I'm not promoting that. Wait, hold on. Ultra Eric said hello.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that New York City Ballet canceled all performances this year. Not surprised. They're literally canceling everything in New York City with the exception of that parade. And that's after the election.
Honestly, maybe they will cancel the parade.
No, they won't. They won't. They can't.
The COVID number, buddy, the COVID numbers are going up at a actual pretty substantial rate.
They won't.
I don't know this kind of stuff, but the numbers, you'll have to admit, are going up. Have you been keeping track of the numbers?
Yeah,
I check them every day.
I've been keeping track of the numbers.
I've noticed they're going up, and I'm a little concerned, honestly.
Well,
at the rate they're going up.
We'll just have to wait and see at this point. It's a waiting game. But they did say it is going to happen this year. It's just going to be a very different type of style, which I can't get into further details about that.
Why?
Hold on, guys. I just have to explain something to Ricky really quickly. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to very quickly explain something to my friend over here. Is there a final day for Neiman Marcus at the Natick Collection in Natick, Massachusetts? You would have to talk to the store. How would you feel? How did you feel when Century 21 can't open with all the merchandise being ready to sell? The American Dream, there was no merchandise in there. It was literally just the fixtures.
Actually, we went to American Dream recently, and I have to say it was pretty barren.
Yeah, well, not all the retail's open up there yet, but the water park and the theme park are nice. I definitely want to do the water park at some point.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I know you're not a water park channel, but maybe you could do some videos at the water park.
Nah, you got to get special cameras for that. I don't have a special camera. Yes, this is a Halloween Q&A live stream. Yep, he's back with some more content. I can't vote, LOL. Yeah, that's all right. You can wait another 4 years, and then you'll get to vote. Well, all I can do
Trust me,
is wait till I
voting
get
is not all cracked up of what it. Voting is not all.
Yeah, look, if you can't vote, you can't vote. I'm not trying to
push political views down
exactly.
We're just telling you if this is a very important election year.
Yeah, if you're over 18, you should absolutely vote. But if you're under 18, then don't worry about it.
Enjoy your childhood.
Exactly. Enjoy it while you can. That's for sure.
It goes way too quickly.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. Well, all I can do is wait until I get my insurance and get a car. Okay, that's cool, I guess. No, Westfield Sunrise. Sunrise Mall. They changed the name of the frickin' shopping center. I don't think so. Sears will pull out and Macy's will pull out because that's not a growth store and that's probably one of Macy's another one of their underperforming. Personally, I'm surprised that they closed Hicksville first before Sunrise, but I guess Sunrise did numbers that are much better than Hicksville. Hicksville was a huge loss though. 1956 Armored Traction Elevators, the Gertz flagship store that opened in 1956, and then a Stearns and then a Macy's. That was a huge loss. Yeah, they took down the signage and everything. So I'm sure the building's going to get knocked down at some point.
So is that bad that they closed? Or is that
no, that was an underperforming location. For years, it was an underperforming store, I think.
And underperforming means that they're not getting enough.
Meaning business. It's not doing numbers. That's what an underperforming store is. Yeah, it is going to be a TV. There's going to be no in-person attendance.
Here, I have a question for your fans. Opinions. What major store is going to go out of business next? In your guys' opinion, what's the next major retail store that's going to go out of business next? Let's see what your fans think is like, what's the next big one that's going to hit? Yeah,
Target is picking up a lot of Kmarts. I mean, they picked up they're picking up Sears at Cross County in Yonkers. Kmart is picking up, I believe, another store in New Jersey that they're replacing. Yeah, Target is picking up a lot of stores.
Is that good?
Used to be Kmart.
Isn't it good that Target's grabbing?
I guess. I mean, their stores really are not special, but I guess it's a good thing.
I mean, I would think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
I mean, it's kind of but you know what? If that's what, landlords really want at the end of the day and that's how they're going to get their revenue, then so be it.
Did anybody answer? Anybody take a shot at my question?
Yeah, they said it. They said it's a toss-up, meaning anything could happen.
I think, in my opinion, GameStop's going out next.
Nah, Sears. Some guy said Sears. I agree, but who knows with Eddie Lampert? Eddie Lampert's tactics.
Now, I'm a big gamer, and I believe that GameStop might be going out next because their numbers are going downhill, and they're not getting as many sales as they used to because of online gaming and people being able to just buy their games straight from online. I'm afraid that GameStop might actually be
Sears is gonna. I think Sears will go before GameStop goes. GameStop is technology. Sears is just a sad joke of a store.
Damn.
Yeah.
For someone who used to love Sears, you're really ripping on it now.
Well, the management and the poor leadership in there has always been bad. It's been bad ever since 2013. They've been closing stores for the last 7 years. The leadership there has been terrible, and they've cut thousands of jobs and put livelihoods on the line.
I have a fun question for you.
What's that?
And I think your fans will enjoy this too. If Eddie Lampert came to your door, right?
Eddie Lampert?
Eddie Lampert.
The man's a billionaire and he owns a yacht.
No. Hear me out. And he told you, all right, if you think you could do better, I'm going to give you my entire business for a month, and let's see if you could pull it out. What would you do?
I would change the concept and figure out ways to get the younger generation customers in there that would be fascinated by the department store. But
all right,
that would be one way of looking at the equation. But I don't know. Who knows? Is the stay-at-home order going to be kept in place in New York? New York, the city will be. No, the city's been open. There's no stay-at-home order right now for New York State.
Yeah, I heard New York might actually be turning into Europe again. They might be locking down again.
No, they're not. No, they're not locking down. There's no stay-at-home order right now. They haven't imposed one.
As of right now.
Yeah, could change depending on with the way things are going, but who knows? It's a toss-up. But it's going to be after the election. It's not going to be anytime soon. Macy's, Roosevelt, yeah, that also opened up in 1956. What major retailers are opening up in American Dream? Well, you got Zara. There's a food court that's going to be opening up. There's an Old Navy, I believe, that's going to be opening up there. Banana Republic. I think there's a Bath and Body Works that opened up there. So a couple of good retailers have opened up there. Oh, Primark is opened right next to the never gonna be opening Century 21.
Is that good that Primark is opening?
They're already open. They're open right now, actually.
So is that a good piece of
Yes,
business?
that's a good thing.
Okay.
Then March 2014, set your okay. That makes sense. Hi guys, and and Chris, happy Halloween. Thanks, Metro Elevators. Why are there two Macy's backstage at Menlo Park and Woodbridge less than a mile apart? That I don't know. That I do not know. Yeah, I think personally Macy's will close Woodbridge Center over Menlo Park, but maybe you know what? Here's the thing. The Macy's has two different types of stores. They have the growth stores and they have the neighborhood stores. So for an example, and I'll use both concepts as an example. So the Menlo Park store is a growth store. That means that location does really well and it's a high performer. The Woodbridge Center store is a much lower scale Macy's and it's more of a kind of a neighborhood oriented store. Brunswick Square is just an extra store, just like Sunrise. It's an interesting way of how the stores are because, Macy's, it would all just be the same, but some Macy's stores are a little bit more upscale than, say, others. Another example would be comparing Macy's at the mall at Short Hills and the Livingston Mall. So the Macy's at the mall at the Short Hill, the Macy's store at the mall at Short Hills is a growth store, while the Macy's at the Livingston Mall in Livingston, New Jersey is a neighborhood store, more of kind of a community-oriented store that's not really like an upper-scale Macy's. It's just a different kind of concept that Macy's is trying to roll out because I guess they want their stores to be different than others, which makes sense, actually. I agree, Chris. Sears and Kmart suck, yeah. What an a-hole Eddie Lampert is. Yep, Eddie Lampert is bad. Eddie Lampert killed Sears and Kmart. Yep. Listen, when he came in 2013, he destroyed those stores and destroyed jobs and livelihoods. I think every single Target has grocery sections. Yes, they do, which by default, because they have groceries, makes them an essential retailer. I saw Bright Sun's film video yesterday about Pier 1. Yeah, he did a phenomenal job on that video. I watched the whole thing. Because, when I was growing up, my family went to, at least my dad's side of the family, we went to Pier 1 Imports all of the time. And they were very fascinated with the kind of things they had in there. But, we got HomeSense now up in Paramus, and it's kind of the same, actually. So, anyways, I'm going to American Dream in 2021. Yeah, there's a great water park there and a great theme park, so you'll like it. But definitely spend like 2 or 3 days if you're going to do it. Chris, here's something you might want to hear. Target is going where Sears and New Hyde Park was. Yeah, Sears Lake Success. I heard about that.
All right, I'll be right back, Chris. I'm going to go see how my parents are doing outside.
All right. Just make sure to shut the door.
Will you relax, buddy, about shutting the door?
Okay. I'm trying to go to the DreamWorks water park. Yeah, I am too, definitely. Just shut the door, please. Thank you. By the way, Chris, there's bad news for Walmart. Walmart has been rank shed in Philadelphia. Yes, I know. I know. I don't want to get political, but it's sad, you know. Look, and I'm going to say this in a partisan way. At the end of the day, I absolutely respect the right to protest, but when you start looting and robbing, it's not right. You can't just go in there and go and expect to steal stuff and think that that is not how the country works. But whatever. I'm not really going to spend too much time on it because then it becomes a political argument, and I'm not here to make political arguments, especially this close to an election. Same. Yeah, that was bad in Minneapolis. That was bad. They have their A, B, and C stores. So like an A store would be a growth store, a B store would be a neighborhood store, and a C store would be like, yeah, this is just an extra store that we're going to get rid of down the road. I know Sears Auto Center is going to be renamed Advanced Auto Parts. Really? Not surprised though. Eddie Lampert is going to become more of an a-hole. Probably. It might be 3 floors. I don't know. Yeah, I want to go to that DreamWorks water park too, badly. What made you start elevators? So this started like just over 10 years ago. I mean, I was into elevators my whole life, and then like I've back in the mid 2000s, I filmed videos before, like very small videos. It wasn't like I really I didn't open up a YouTube account. And then I opened my first YouTube account in 2011. So it was 2011. This was 8 years ago. I'm sorry, 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago. So 9 years ago, it was Thanksgiving 2011. We happened to be going to the Bergentown Center because we needed to do some returns, and I'm like, oh, can we do an elevator video? And I'm like, and then they're like, yeah. So my brother, takes my camera, which was at the time an iPhone 3GS, which was, not the greatest camera, but I just said, okay. So I filmed that, and I filmed Marshall's. I also filmed Bloomingdale's at Willowbrook. And because at first I filmed it like this, and but typically I started. It took time to grow, but I didn't know the significance of the videos, and they're really, I mean, at the time you had DEA4 and 396 returns, and then I started putting up more videos, and I don't know, just took off from there, and ever since then I've just been kind of just doing the same thing with the videos, and you know what? It's really worked well for the last 9 years, and people seem to really like the content. And now today, I'm just rolling videos off my camera and just scheduling stuff. So it's pretty good, actually. I like the whole thing, except of course when we had the lockdown. But point being, yeah. I think, in my opinion, Target is getting to be more popular discount store in the century and is taking over Sears and Kmart. More so Kmart. Yeah, Target is picking up a lot of what Kmart used to be, most likely. Nope, that's not a defunct mall. Why does Bloomingdale's and Bridgewater have 2 floors? Usually most of them are 3. Bloomingdale's inherited Bridgewater. They also inherited Willowbrook. Excuse me. Both stores used to be Stearns, and that Bloomingdale's at Bridgewater is the same exact store that used to be. Bloomingdale's Bridgewater is a sister store to Boscov's at Ocean County. The reason I say that is both have the same Westinghouse elevator and pretty much the same Westinghouse escalators. Yeah, that was a Stearns, and then it became a Bloomingdale's because of how upscale the area was. So yeah, that's why it's 2 floors. Also, that mall is built on a hill. You got to remember, you got the ground floor, you got the Commons collection level, you got the second level, and then you got the food court on the 3rd level. It's kind of an mall. It's pretty much like another Menlo Park, except you replace Bloomingdale's with Nordstrom with Bloomingdale's, and it's a little bit bigger, but it is going to be losing its Lord and Taylor though. Will Target get an elevator in Cross County? I assume that MEI will ultimately replace the Schindler and Armour elevators. Most likely. but I don't know exactly. It's probably going to be on the first 2 floors with the third floor having a different tenant. Yeah, they're gonna completely reconfigure that building and probably expand on parking. Well, that's up to you. You have to figure out how to do it. Personally. Just going through my comments right now. Hold on 1 second, guys.
All right, welcome to Q&A live stream number 82. How many people we got?
9. Let me see. I don't know. Just use a cell phone or a camera, rather.
Any questions for me?
No questions for you, Ricky.
Dang, nobody wants to talk to me.
It's unusual that there's no lower level access to Bloomingdale's and Bridgewater because of the hill situation. No, because the mall was built on a hill. That's why it's 3 floors. No, Walt Whitman does not have a food court, which is kind of why I want that like urban upscale food court on the second level of the Lord and Taylor. That would be the smartest thing in the world because they would have a food court.
Go. Oh, just...
The Lord and Taylor in Boston is closing. It's in the upscale area. I think it would make a great Nordstrom Bloomingdale's area. I don't think those stores right now are looking to expand, sadly.
You know, I just realized Nordstrom has a rack in it. Nordstrom Racks.
That is the outlet version. There's Nordstrom and then there's Nordstrom Rack.
Sorry. I'll shut up now. Talk to them.
All right.
Remember, guys, stay safe. Be careful.
Wait, they would add a thing. Why is there no food court at the mall at Short Hills? There's options for better dining choices, and there is what's it called? Really, Ricky?
What? You look like Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
No, I don't want this hat.
I'll wear it. It's Halloween. I gotta wear something.
I guess. Let's see what else we got here. Why is there no food? Oh yeah, upscale food. Hey Chris, do you know Diesel Lucy on YouTube? Of course, I know Diesel Lucy.
Who's DC Lucy?
Diesel Lucy. He's the starter of the elevator community. Is Roosevelt Field the biggest Simon Mall on Long Island? Yes, it is. It's the largest mall on Long Island. It's got a Macy's, it's got a Nordstrom, it's got a Bloomingdale's, a JCPenney. No, it doesn't have a Sears.
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods. What else?
Sears really got screwed.
Cheesecake Factory. No, not Cheesecake. I'm sorry. Grand Lux Cafe, AMC. No, the only mall in New Jersey that has a Sears is Newport Center.
You know what I just realized? Sears really got screwed.
No, Eddie Lampert screwed the company. That's why Sears and Kmart are screwed. And because of financial impacts, they had to close more stores on top of the big list they came out with earlier in the year.
That's what I'm saying. Sears really got screwed.
Yeah, well, they got screwed for years, and then when a pandemic hit, they had to close even more doors.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a Nordstrom rack in Paramus. That's at the Alice of Bergen Town Center, and we have a Nordstrom rack in the Wayne Town Center. We also have one in Livingston, Rockaway, Eatontown near the Monmouth Mall, the Mercer Mall, and the one at the Cherry Hill, which is near the Nordstrom at Cherry Hill. The Cherry Hill Mall, at least. It's the only Nordstrom I haven't been to in New Jersey. It's close to Philadelphia, though. I never forgotten the person. Yeah, I think Primark needs to go where the former Bloomingdale's Furniture gallery was, where Century 21 was supposed to go, because now Primark can take the place of that. I think Primark is going to have to go into two places. Definitely Roosevelt Field, and also the Smith Haven Mall, where the former Sears and Roebuck store used to be, which that one closed at the height of the global pandemic, along with Kmart at Penn Station, Sears Livingston, Sears New Brunswick, Sears Woodbridge, and Sears Morristown.
How the heck do you know all this stuff?
I looked the stuff up online. What is the Cherry Hill Mall like? It has a Macy's, a JCPenney, and a Nordstrom. It has a bunch of restaurants too, such as the Capitol Grill, and unfortunately lost its Grand Lux Cafe thanks to draconian rules. Maggiano's Little Italy. I think that's it for restaurants, I believe. Oh, and there's an E-bar inside the Nordstrom, and then there's a couple of other restaurants out in like the parking lot, I think. Oh, there's a Crate and Barrel and a Container Store. Yeah, there's a lot over there. How is Cherry Hill similar to Monmouth Mall? The only way those two malls are similar is because part of it is on a second floor and part of it is on a first floor. Although I would compare Cherry Hill Mall more to like a Willowbrook Mall a little bit. It's a little bit more comparable. Now it says Roosevelt Field. Yeah, a Simon Mall. Well, Simon wants to get their name out there, which makes sense. And for many years it's been a Simon Mall. It's just Simon now is trying to roll out the Simon Diamond. That's what I like to call it, the Simon Diamond. And they've rolled out the Simon Diamond to most of their centers pretty much, except their underperforming malls. Yeah, probably. From what I hear, the store is supposed to be closing next year, right after the holidays, which means that'll be the end of Sears in New Jersey completely. We won't have any resemblance of Sears left in the state. Once Jersey City goes, that's it. There'll be no more resemblance of Sears in New Jersey.
I would suggest you make one more Sears trip,
Well, whenever the announcement comes, then I'll make the trip. Because by then they'll have the liquidation signs out. Really? Did not know that. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because of what they had on the front of the store. Okay. Oh, then you know what? Then they might very well make that another expansion of the mall. That would actually I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Simon wanting to expand. I mean, that's an excellent way for the mall to expand. I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that. Wow. You got a good point, TC Scorch. Good thinking. Yeah, they could put more stores there.
Is that good?
Absolutely. They could literally expand them. I didn't even realize that. Wow. I guess I really took that space for granted. Sears was a class act for years. Employees earned commissions. The company wouldn't buy from other companies that had labor problems. You are probably right. I'm sure they've had lots of labor problems there.
I wonder if Sears will ever open up to the public again.
In trouble because Brookfield needs to get their name out there.
Now, you sure they're not just gonna, put up a class action lawsuit?
No, Ricky. At this point, Sears is literally just gonna go out of business, and they're just gonna close all their doors. It's just a matter of time before they make the announcement. Waltman Shop, no, because Waltman Shops, you got Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and Saks Fifth Avenue. Even with Lord & Taylor not being there, it's not like it's a big impact on the center. Saks is probably the most critical part of that mall, and so is Bloomingdale's. But they'll probably do some kind of upscale food court in the former Lord & Taylor spot. which I'm sure will connect to that existing parking deck structure.
I just want to see something.
What?
All right. I have a question for you guys.
What's that?
And let's do a little trivia. Let's see how good your subscribers are with retail. Ready?
Ready.
First Sears to ever open up. First Sears store to ever open up. Where and when?
Let's see. That's a good question. Let's see if they know it. All right. In the meantime, I'll keep answering some more questions. Brookfield needs to get their name out there. Yeah, they do. But they own several properties already. They own Paramus Park, Willowbrook, Woodbridge Center, and Staten Island Mall, and Monmouth Mall. So they have their name out there pretty much. Hi, Joe. How are you, man? Sears Tower in Chicago. Yeah.
Is he right? I don't know this stuff. This is why I asked Chris.
1980. First Sears store to open was in Chicago, Illinois. Yep, correct. Yep. Nope. 1893. Whoever said 1893, you're correct. Yeah, Joe. Yep, you're correct. Not the Sears Tower in Chicago. So, yep. Whoever said Chicago in 1893, you are absolutely correct. That was when the first one opened up. All early Sears that were freestanding was an Art Deco style. Yeah, especially the New Brunswick location and the Hicksville location. Those were the unique ones. Sadly, New Jersey no longer has any freestanding Sears stores left. We only just have the one connected to Newport, and at this point, it's only a matter of time before that one closes, sadly. Personally, another one of my favorite ones was the one in downtown Hackensack. That was a pretty unique one, too. So, Valco Mall in Cupertino, California. That mall is dead now. What is the first Macy's on Long Island? I would have to say Garden City. 1956, the same time the Gertz flagship opened up in Hicksville. Yeah, I'd have to say Garden City was probably the first one on Long Island. When did Merritt's open in stores and what UAR and where? I'm not big on Merritt Arts. No, I don't know that one. I'm sorry. I'm not from the Midwest.
What don't you know, buddy?
I don't know that one about the Merediths. Sayada Group plans to buy Lord & Taylor. From what I heard, they want to keep Lord & Taylor as an online-only retailer. Well, look, that's a good thing for Lord & Taylor, but sadly they won't have physical locations. But good, at least, hey, you know what? If it's an online retailer, it's an online retailer. But at least the name lives on the internet.
The meme?
No, the name. The name of the brand lives on the internet.
Sure.
So, good. But it'll be sad to see all the stores go. So they're pretty much Lord & Taylor's pulling a Pier 1 Imports. Have you ever heard of James Cash Penney? He was the official founder of J.C. Penney. Yes, I have. I've heard of James Cash Penney. Is he official founder? Official founder. I think so too. J.C. Penney is headquartered in Texas somewhere. When did the first Menards open its doors? Ricky, trivia for you.
What?
When did the first Menards first open its doors? I don't even know that one because I don't know where they're based. Cause they're more in like the Midwest. I'm not big on like Midwest.
And plus, any trivia, I know nothing.
Trivia's got to be more. It's got to be more East Coast oriented.
And I don't know anything about retail. Chris is the one that knows anything all about retail.
The founder of Nordstrom's was John W. Nordstrom. I believe you're correct, Dylan D. Jesus. Yeah, IHOP and Applebee's are closing 100 stores due to financial issues related to COVID-19. Carter's closing 200 stores. Bed Bath & Beyond's closing a second store in Syracuse. Dunkin' Donuts is being bought out by, what's it called? Arby's. And what's the other one? I think Arby's, I'm not sure. Which department store is headquartered in Seattle, Washington? Nordstrom. I think they're just going to reconfigure the space, most likely. Inspire brand. Yeah, they're buying Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, which is interesting, but I guess it's to expand their portfolio thing. Nordstrom have a contract with Schindler or Kone? Schindler. Definitely Schindler. Though it depends on the location, but I do believe they have a contract with Schindler. It can change depending on if the mall, if like the mall builds the store, then it's a different person that's going to be installing the elevator. But if it's the actual store being built, so like in the early 2000s and the late 90s, Nordstrom switched contracts with from Otis to Schindler. Yep, $11.6 billion deal that they're now getting Duncan and Basket, which I think is a good thing. Which I think is a good thing personally, in my opinion. Yeah, so I think that's going to expand that. Trivia for Ricky.
Yes.
What is the most popular game? You're a gamer, right?
Yeah, let me think.
What's the most popular game?
I think right now is Watchdog Legions.
Watchdog Legions. You heard it first.
I think I might be wrong. My trivia, I was never really good at trivia, so.
What an interesting game too. I'm looking at it right now on his screen, which I sadly can't show for copyright reasons, unless I have the correct recording equipment, but I don't. I also own Minecraft. Oh yeah, true. I played a lot of Minecraft during like.
You should see his city.
Yeah. Wait, what? No way. Hold on.
What?
By the way, Chris, there's been bad news. The Cheesecake Factory is closing all of its restaurant locations. I don't think so. There's no way.
Why can't it not happen?
Hold on. There's no way that they're closing all their restaurants. No, it can't be.
Buddy, why can't it be possible?
It's false.
Dear Lord, buddy, you almost had a goddamn heart attack.
Claim is false. Absolutely false. No, they're not closing. That's way too popular of a restaurant to close. That's a false claim. I just looked it up now. Yeah, no, it's that is definitely a false claim. Absolutely a false claim. There's no way that the Cheesecake Factory is closing all of the restaurants. Plus, they're opened, most of them. I'm looking to see.
But are you sure it's a false claim?
Yeah, that's a false claim. I'm just reading the article here. Yeah, okay. So I'm reading the article, is closing this business. Yeah, that's the Rock Sugar Southeast Asian Kitchen. The Cheesecake Factory is not closing. Yeah. No, that's a false claim. That is an absolute. Okay, yeah, you're right, but they're not closing the Cheesecake Factory. They're closing the Rock Sugar thing, which was a much smaller branch of restaurants across the area. No, they're closing the Rock Sugar thing. It says the Cheesecake Factory is closing this restaurant. I read the article exactly. It's that Rock Sugar Asian fusion thing. They're closing that. No, the Cheesecake Factories are not closing. That's a false claim.
Buddy, why do you seem so worried about this?
Because hold on, excuse me 1 second. Yeah, no, Cheesecake Factory ain't closing. Capitol Grill is doing well. Yeah, just the Rock Sugar is closing, definitely. God. But anyways.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
No, Cheesecake. Thing is, Cheesecake Factory is way too popular. Plus, they were able to keep their kitchens open during the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah. Takeout. Because you could just order takeout.
They have great pretzel chicken. I haven't had that in years, actually. I would love some.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no. Restaurants can still do business. It's just they can't let people eat in the dining rooms. So, but yeah, it does suck for the waiters and the waitresses.
Oh yeah, they're losing out on a bunch of money. The chefs are still getting paid, but
what does Boskov sell? Soft lines.
What's soft lines?
Clothing.
Got it.
Yeah, Boscov's they're not really opening up stores as of yet. They're delaying one a year. But yeah, yes, I know who Albert Boscov's is. That's he died actually.
Really?
Yeah, he was the
what happened to him?
He was the longtime head of the company, and I believe he founded the company too. Yeah, Boscov's is a family-run department store chain. The CEO right now is Jim Boskov, who's the current chairman and CEO.
How is Bosco's doing?
They're doing well. They're doing very well, actually. And they actually care about, like, that's one of those very few family-oriented department stores that actually care about their customers. Not like the corporate-run department stores where they just, like, here you go, enjoy.
Damn, you just like ripping on corporate.
Well, not all corporate department stores are bad. Like, I like Macy's. I like Macy's stores. Some of them are unique, some of them are not so great, but they have some pretty unique Macy's stores. JCPenney's pretty cool too. Sears is just a dying dinosaur, sadly. But yeah, my mom went to American Dream without me. Although, oof, that's gotta hurt. And it's such a nice freaking mall too. Theme park though was fun. I got it for free twice on the same day. Yeah, but like literally the absolute best day to go there. Fun. You are so right about corporate stores. Yeah, most of them they don't really care about their employees. Macy's I think does, especially considering that they run the Thanksgiving Day parade. I think they do care about their employees. JCPenney's kind of it's kind of borderline. Lord & Taylor just didn't give a damn about their employees. The one location that Lord & Taylor cared about in the state of New Jersey was the downtown Westfield location. That was probably the most family-oriented run Lord & Taylor out of the whole ones in the state, which amazes me. Kind of like how much they liked that was a high performer, Scarsdale was a high performer, Manhasset was a high performer, Stanford was a high performer, Garden City was a high performer, and Fashion Center was a high performer too for them until the Westfield Garden State location opened in 1996.
Where's my phone?
Your phone?
There.
Yeah, it's over there. It's over there.
You're good. Keep going.
But depends if they have and depends if they want to open it. Yeah. I don't know. I personally don't know about that store in particular.
I need my headphones.
Headphones?
I'm getting it right now. Because I want to watch this video.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Here. These headphones over here?
No, this one right here.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to get to the Lord & Taylor in downtown Westfield, so that one. Lord & Taylor Garden City did nothing. They were never busy except holidays. Yeah, that makes sense. I wish I could go to the. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that some stores in Times Square, but then they were filming that camera stabilizers are really useful, so you can use them for elevator filming. They have a Garden City Center in Carson. They upscale for the upscale stuff for the area. Even though Paramus, New Jersey is in Bergen County, it's still completely overmalled. Yes and no. The thing is, each of the malls in Bergen County have a reason to go to. For an example, Paramus Park Mall, a Stu Leonard's, and everybody around here loves Stu Leonard's, so there's a reason to go up there. Westfield Garden State Plaza has pretty much any store that you can get at regular price. You go there for Bath and Body Works. You could go see a movie. You could dine in the restaurants. You could go to the Apple store, all that kind of stuff. Bergen Town Center, it's a great mall for people who want to save some money on certain items. The Shops at Riverside has all of those upscale restaurants, but before you eat, you can go around and shop at some of the little stores there. The Fashion Center, though, unfortunately, I don't really think there's a reason to go there, well, except if you like the older classic Lord & Taylor versus the Lord & Taylor at Westfield Garden State Plaza. But yeah, that would be the same reason to go there. So, yeah. And then, of course, you have American Dream. But I do agree. I agree to disagree with that. But it is a little bit overmalled. You are right. Nope, they got a Saks Fifth Avenue Walt Whitman. I don't think Saks Fifth Avenue wants to look into expanding into Nassau County. It's a possibility, but I don't think Roosevelt Field is the right mall for them, in my opinion, unless Neiman Marcus went out of business. They did have a Saks in Garden City, which used to be where not exactly. I think where the former Lord & Taylor, or where the Lord & Taylor is standing right now, that's liquidating. Yeah, well, Sports Authority suffered a lot of bad times. Competition from Modell's and definitely Dick's Sporting Goods. That was definitely the factor of why they just really suffered. So, anyways. Yes, it does. It has a new Cheesecake Factory and a Barnes & Noble. They actually turned off the ThyssenKrupp over there, which makes sense. They have no retailer down there. I bet that's going to be like a valet lounge down the road down there, which would make sense actually. But right now they're not really they're not doing any kind of construction there. I think those plans have been halted for now. Yes, Chris, but Westfield Gap is an upscale mall. Sunrise is a low-end mall. Yeah, it is. Westfield Garden State Plaza. Yeah, it is an upscale mall. Yeah, and it doesn't even bear the Westfield name. So yeah. Hi, elevators rock on. How are you?
Can you hear it? What's the problem?
Oh no, I thought I heard something. How is IKEA doing? It's pretty much the world's largest home furnishing store based in Sweden. I think they're doing pretty well, in my opinion. COVID or not, they've always been doing well. In New Jersey, they have two locations. They had the one in Paramus near the Westfield Garden State Plaza, and the one in Elizabeth, New Jersey, near the Mills at Jersey Gardens. That's always been a good one too. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What is the most popular mall in New Jersey and Long Island? New Jersey, Westfield Garden State Plaza, and American Dream. Long Island, Roosevelt Field. That's a no-brainer. The most popular mall in Pennsylvania, King of Prussia. The most popular mall in New York State. It's a tie between Roosevelt Field, Palisade Center. Well, the Palisade Center is going downhill, and Destiny USA. Those are the most popular malls in New York State. Connecticut, West Farms, I would say, is probably the power center in Connecticut. Rhode Island, Providence Place, and Massachusetts, the Natick Collection. And I can't think of any other. Maryland used to be Westfield Annapolis, but they've lost a lot of anchors. The most popular mall in Virginia, Tyson's Corner. Delaware, Christiana Mall. It is a popular mall. Walt Whitman's pretty popular too. Walt Whitman is upscale. Not as nice as Riverside, but it's still upscale. Nope. No, Saks Fifth Avenue wouldn't even dare to go in Palisades. It's not an upscale enough mall for them. Westfield Trumbull's pretty good too. That's like a Rockaway town square, pretty much, except it has a Target. Pretty much, and I think at this point they could very well redevelop that into like a town center. But I think the mall is going to die, personally. I mean, Macy's is gone. H&M could probably look into closing that store. Round One still can't even open because it's an arcade, and apparently in New York State you can't have an arcade, but yet you can gamble, which that I don't really get, but whatever. That should have been done. That they should have eased restrictions on that, but they just eased restrictions on movie theaters, but it was literally movie theaters outside of New York City. But man, they really kept things closed in New York for a very long time, which is a shame. Performing Arts Theater in Westchester County sadly closed because of the pandemic. True or false? The most popular mall in Virginia is Tyson's Corner Center. Yes, that's true. It's the most popular mall. You also have Tyson's Galleria, which is a property owned by Brookfield Properties, while Tyson's Corner Center is owned by Make Eric. Same people who run Freehold, by the way, which, speaking of Freehold Raceway Mall, that mall is in a lot of deep crap because it lost Nordstrom, it lost Sears, and now it's losing Lord & Taylor. So that mall is in some deep crap. I don't know. But, yeah, so. He probably did. He probably did. But he should have. He should have done. He probably should have done it when they were reopening casinos. But New Jersey reopened up arcades, which it's just always been weird to me, personally. See what's going on. Just reading articles. Amazon Logistics Center to open in Lodi, New Jersey at 200 Craig Street. Well, that makes sense. It's a smart place to do it too, actually. Yeah, that's literally, yeah, that's real smart. Locating that right off the highway. Smart move, Amazon. I want to see people. Huh. Happy Halloween from all of us at Westfield Garden State Plaza. Oh yeah, I like how they got the Lord and Taylor in the shot with the liquidation. I'm guys, sorry, I'm scrolling through Facebook right now. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So at some point. I've been meaning to do one of those where I add somebody else in and we just talk about like different retail things. I think that could be really cool, actually. KFC, no, that's right. Chris, don't you think Broadway Commons should put an anchor that might bring up the mall? At this point, no. That building just has to come down. South Park Mall in Charlotte, nope, have not been there. Nordstrom's would be a more attractive anchor to Danbury or Walt Whitman malls. Nordstrom is not going to go into Walt Whitman shops, I don't think. No, Boscov should go to Bayshore, I think. Primark, Smith Haven. Nordstrom, it's not the right mall for them. It's just, yes, it's upscale. I don't think Smith Haven, unless they were to absolutely bring in new upscale tenants, I don't think Nordstrom right now is looking to expand. So, no, I don't think so. Notifications on YouTube suck. Yeah, they do. Because we have different schedules. Yeah, we have different schedules where I might be doing something and he might be free. We have different schedules during the week, so it makes it more trickier. But it would be cool. So, anyways. Look at this camera.
What's wrong, Chris?
Nothing. And poor JCPenney. Probably not. And I'm not a huge fan of Dunkin' either. I prefer Krispy Kreme. I hate Escalade. Yeah, his swearing is pretty, and it's comedy. It brings a little comedy to some of my content, which is nice. Yeah, Simon uses ThyssenKrupp for upper scale stores. They use ThyssenKrupp everywhere at Riverside. But yeah, it's a nice ThyssenKrupp. I'm in no rush to get there. Whenever things get better, and maybe if there was a treatment or something by then. From what I hear, the COVID treatment is supposed to be coming by the end of the year or right in the beginning of 2021. But I mean, man, it cannot come soon enough because we cannot continue to live like this. I mean, yes, remote learning is cool, but it's sometimes it's just not the same as their traditional, in-person learning. But right now that's not an option, unfortunately. So. But anyways. All right, everybody. I think we're going to go ahead and end
No,
this.
don't end it. It's
Why?
fine. We're doing fine, Chris. How many people we got?
10?
Keep it going. How long has it been going for?
An hour?
Keep it going. It's
Okay.
Halloween. Buddy, we're not going to be doing much. So why end it? I mean, I don't really have anything planned for today, so.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of like.
This is it. Yeah.
Well, unless you want to just sit around and play bully, but that's going to get old real quick. So I think you should just keep it going.
Well, I still have to complete the campaign.
It's fine. We can wait. I mean, I'm not kicking you out anytime soon, so I don't know why you're rushing.
I know, but it takes a while to do the level thing. The Menlo, from September 1959 to 1991, the Menlo Park Mall used to be a single level. Yeah, and then they expanded it to 2 levels, I guess.
It's up to you. It's your channel.
Yeah, I might. Let me see. Well, we'll see. Let's see. Dylan DeJesus. Yeah, you know what other IKEA in Jersey got a Schindler surprise? Elizabeth. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So I think we're going to go ahead and end the Q&A live stream. I hope I answered everybody's questions. I had a really good time with you guys. Before I go, I just want to say that content until further notice will only be on Saturdays. Again, I hope you guys understand this decision. This is to hope for the best, but expect the worst. So, because we're like a town center almost. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching Q&A live stream number 82. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and that will be it. See you guys soon.